Corny. This is what Michael B. Jordan was called growing up, which is very similar to what other black men have been called as well for being different. Chastised for being focused, dressing different, or sounding white by people that look like them. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the corny black man, the community that initially rejects them, and how it's not entirely their fault. Let's check it out.
Oh my God!
Ankle-biting news. Michael B. Jordan, as well as other men, have built themselves to be incredibly successful. Yet it's worth noting that along the way, they were often discarded by their own people.
I traveled a lot when I was a kid, very talented, very gifted musically. So because of that, when I came back to my neighborhood, when I was dealing with certain black women, you're different. You talk funny, you dress funny, the music you listen to is funny. I don't like being because I had flip-flops on or I had a turtleneck, I'm gay. Now, with a black woman, I have this in my mind before I even talk to you, she's gonna think I'm weird.
Over time, it's been built within their mind that they're not good enough. That although they're attracted to black women, they won't be seen as valuable by those same black women that they want to be with. They have to accept that if they're going to remain on their path, that many of their own people won't like them. This isn't something that pertains only to relationships. Oftentimes, people have their own perception of reality that they will project onto you.
And then a lot of people will try to put their fears on you. You can't do that. No, you can't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they just projecting, they're putting things that they don't believe that they can do on you. You know, my uncle, he was telling me like, my uncle said I never sell 1 million records. I sold 1 million records like 1 million times. You know, so he was, I'm sure I'm his nephew. I don't think he meant any malice.
He wanted the best for you, but he
just was
didn't
projecting
believe.
his fears and
Right.
things that, are you crazy? How are you going to do that? How? You know, I'm sure there's things that I do now that he can't believe that I was able to accomplish. But he couldn't even see it at the time.
I question if this is related to the ego. The ego isn't just about pride or vanity. It's also, on a biological level, meant to assist with distinguishing what's what in this world. This could be a form of stability that they've crafted in order to feel aligned with their own individual beliefs while discarding any hope or path that would distract them from those beliefs. It's basically like saying, this is what I believe, I'm stubborn as hell, and if you don't believe it, something's wrong with you. That's basically what it is. This, of course, could be very destructive depending on other people's journeys.
The hood will call you weird if you want to be a cameraman. You can come outside with a brand new camera like that. Shit that costs 15K. Somebody gift you to just better your life. Come on your block. Yo, I got a new camera. This weird ass keep recording this. Damn, bro, I'm trying to chase my dreams. I'm trying to become something. All I did was ever sell coke and weed, bro.
Right.
I'm trying to learn how to handle a camera.
And get some real money.
Production, anything.
The black community has been through a lot in this country, whether it was the lynchings, the crack epidemic, or the events that led to the civil rights movement. It's been rough. While things have drastically changed, our melanin is dope and black don't crack and so on and so forth, we still bear a lot of those old hidden generational scars. When seeking stability, those old scars can lead us to creating some very limiting mindsets within our lives. That then translates to encouraging others not to be different. This could be sort of an ego thing, what they're used to, the legacy of pain that we've dealt with, or even things related to our entertainment or culture. This is why I say that it's not entirely their fault. There are systems within some communities, whether we're aware of it or not, that basically generates this type of mindset, right? That's what it encourages. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, I don't know that it matters 100% at this point, but it's basically just where we are right now. Now, combine various communities that may have a limited vision of what black is with someone that is different than what they're used to, then you have a unique brand of temptation to the different individual that I'm going to break down right after a word from our sponsor. That's right, it's me. I sponsored my own shit. The sense of belongingness, also known as the need to belong, refers to a human emotional need to affiliate with and be accepted by members of a group. Examples of this may include the need to belong to a peer group at school, to be accepted by coworkers, to be part of an athletic team, or to be part of a religious group. So this is something that's built within our systems as human beings. The desire, or perhaps the need, to be a part of a group, to fit in and be perceived as valuable by our peers. It's part of who we are on a biological level. Of course, when you're in an environment where being yourself means that you're of less value, then it can be tempting to separate from yourself and join the group in order to fulfill that human need. Remaining focused on your goals while surrounded by people that tug you in the opposite direction is, in my mind, rejection of the flesh. I would argue that while I've mostly heard of rejection of the flesh in reference to sexual escapades, I do believe that it could correlate with this other human need, the flesh's need to belong versus the spirit's need to create and fulfill its purpose. It really takes a lot of mental muscle to withstand negative criticism as a kid. Imagine being a different teen while surrounded by people that ridicule you because of it, because you like anime or skateboard or science. Me and Michael B. Jordan are right around the same age. I'm not sure if he's a year older than me or a year younger than me, but we're right there. So for me, I can understand his situation where in my community, you know, liking certain kinds of music or talking a certain way or anime sometimes, these things would put you at odds with the people around you, right? You couldn't enjoy things that were different than what they believed, or something was wrong with you. Through inner mechanisms not originally their own, they seek to break you down and have you discard yourself. Think about the young people that couldn't handle the pressure, the ones that discarded themselves, the ones that rejected who they are for what their family and friends felt they needed to be. It truly saddens me to think about the amount of black men and women that had great potential within them that was suffocated by the pressure of belonging. There have been so many black men and women that had great potential within them, potential that we will never see, that was suffocated by the pressure of belonging, right? The pressure to feel of value, that inherent need that is often manipulated by vultures, you know, within the community, outside the community, doesn't matter. It's a very sad thing to think about.
And you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name.
Doing that to a girl is some corny nigga shit.
I can see that.
You being
That is
Michael
true.
B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive in all of these blockbuster movies.
I agree.
During your highlight week, you've probably never been more visible than you are right this second, and that's what you do to her. And if I bring back them white girl rumors, then it's gonna sound even crazier. Then it's gonna sound crazier, because why you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet? We only ain't talking to white bitches like that. But I'm not gonna make it racy. They say I make everything racy. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that.
I'm not disagreeing. I would have made
Michael B. Jordan. That's why niggas call you corny.
Off air. I would have made a joke off air like word.
Hey, Creed.
You know
Hey,
what
what's
I'm
this nigga's name?
I wouldn't have did that in front of
Hey, Creed. In case you were confused.
So with everything that Michael B. Jordan has accomplished, in my opinion, he earned that moment, right? Now, if he was going around talking smack to any and everybody, then that would be a whole nother issue, right? Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know who I am? You see who I am on this billboard? That's right. I'm Michael B. Jordan. I remember that time you called me corny in high school, man. I've been waiting outside for 4 days for you to come to this theater just so I could talk shit to you, because you ain't nothing. You ain't bad. Now, pardon me while I drop my dick on the table. Michael B. Jordan pushed through all doubts, right? To have persevered and pushed off any type of BS or distractions along the way, that is something to absolutely be celebrated. And it really brings home how important it is to remain focused, to stay on your path.
Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying. Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit, molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you gonna fly.
And this is something that Michael B. Jordan was like he was focused at a young age. It was just in him.
Man, I'm built different, period. I was built different, man. And I've always had an eye, a discipline and a work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just apply it to everything that I want to do. So I would say that, I rarely go out, reading, you know what I'm saying, trying to reverse engineer how to be successful. Like, how do I, start my own production company? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I always felt like if other cats was out partying and I was home studying, I would have an edge.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If cats was out here doing this and that, being hungover the night before, I would have an edge if I wasn't. Did I go out and party? Yeah. Did I have a good time? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Did I do a thing?
Sexiest nigga on earth. Yeah. What do you mean?
So while you're building in the beginning, people may look at you crazy, say crazy things to you, call you names, so on and so forth. But in the end, you will be the one that's successful. So staying focused early on, building up to where you want to be, and then finally arriving at your destination of success, that's pretty much the goal, right? And people may disagree with you, may call you names, so on and so forth, ask why you ain't hanging out, why you ain't doing this and that. But in the end, you will be proven right. And this is something that even Laurel admits to in this particular podcast clip.
And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood, you know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
And now that he's the Michael B. Jordan, he's not that same corny kid anymore, right?
Not corny anymore.
Obviously, he still feels some type of way about that, maybe even a little bit. But if you had to endure that for so long, I get it, right? But that's just it, right? You endure early, push forward later, and you may have people from your past coming back trying to check up on you.
Who's?
Hi, you my safe now.
The last time you texted me was in 2020.
Because I've been busy. How are you? How you been?
Nah, I've been good. What made you call me out of nowhere?
I just wanted to call you. I can't call you now.
Nah, I'm up now. You on my dick! Yo, Alexa, she on my dick because I'm up now.
People that didn't really view you as valuable at the time and kind of brushed you off, and now that you have success within the palm of your hand, now they're looking at you like, oh my god, and so on and so forth, And it really makes me think about this particular quote that Kevin Samuels said. I wish I could remember what it is specifically, but he said it in such a perfect way. But it's like, women don't pick men at the starting line or something. They wait at the finish line and pick the winners. Something like that, basically. And to be honest, that irritates the shit out of me. It's true for many women, not all. There's so many stories of women that build with men or try to build with men that I can't disregard those women. But for some women, it is true. But it bothers me to my core that is the reality for a lot of people, because it just puts men like Leonardo DiCaprio in a position where it's like, how do I even know that this is real? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have acquired this level of success that I've dreamed of, that many people have dreamed of. But now when I'm looking for a human connection, who is actually for me and not the name that I've built for myself? And I honestly can imagine with, Michael B. Jordan, I don't know this for a fact, that could be something running through his mind, right? So it's like you have to have a high level of discernment about the people that you deal with. Friends, family, lovers, business people, whatever. Because there's a lot of people that only see you for your name and not who you actually are. And as an individual that does like the idea of love and connection, this bothers me. So. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. So the first time that I heard this particular line was from the Boondocks intro. I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know you left me right. Something like that. All right, now Boondocks fans, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about that. But yeah, I mean, that's when I first heard this line. I had no idea that it was scripture. It caught me off guard. So I find this out, and it's basically that particular line comes from the Bible. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. I believe that this can be an analogy for the rejected people that through focus and grinding themselves will later in life be of great contribution to the overall structure of the community. Michael B. Jordan was rejected by his peers, and now he's starring and directing his own film, right? There are so many stories of people that have persevered through, doubt, people that may want to chastise them, physically harm them somehow. I mean, just there's so many stories. But then these people later on push through all of that and become successful, and now they're leading the way. They're doing things. They're out here helping the community in various ways, or contributing to the overall structure of the community in their own unique way, because they remained focused and didn't allow outside views or negativity to penetrate their inner sanctum. I don't know. I would say to other men and women, just do you, right? Don't worry about what people are saying and trying to stop you from living your own life. Just do you. Don't take people having a perceived limit of your potential seriously. Don't allow other people's vision of you to distort your own vision of yourself. I also want to say that while I am pointing out the things that have happened to some people, I'm not for any type of harassment or going off and talking crazy to L'Oreal, and I think her name is Diamond, the diva or something like that. I don't believe that we really get anywhere by spreading more negativity. That's not something that I believe or want to support. So while I am talking about these things and kind of bringing them to light, I'm not trying to spread more confusion, right? I believe that while it may feel good to, talk crazy to her or whoever, I believe that we'll do better just trying to rebuild and educate ourselves on, the best course of action in general. And, L'Oreal is a very beautiful woman, so I can just imagine what it was like to just deal with women that look good, that you may have an interest in, and they call you corny. That's gotta suck. So kudos to Michael B. Jordan for pushing through all of that. I know he did have a healthy foundation. He had a mother and father that were active and good examples. Many people would probably like to interview Michael B. Jordan. I want to interview Michael B. Jordan and his parents. We need to know what happened so we can try to replicate this shit. I mean, just to be honest, just to talk about family and the different belief systems that were passed on to him, so that perhaps we can share it with other people, right? So if you're watching Michael B. Jordan, let's make this happen. You know what I'm saying? or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll write out some questions, or they write out 5 things that they feel like are absolutely important when it comes to raising kids or a family in general, and just, you know, we can read them off or whatever. So yeah, let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you have made it this far, then you are an incredible human being, and thank you so much for watching the full video. So this is pretty much the first ankle biting news episode. Let me know what you think. I have so many more, some that would have been far easier to put together, but this one just, it felt like it needed to be episode 1, right? So yeah, let me know how you feel in the comment section. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Thank you for fully checking it out. There's gonna be a video somewhere around here with the next thing to check out, and yeah, have a good one. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of that stuff. Have a good one.